Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, I am the Introverted Reader, and today's video is gonna be a book haul. Now, I've said this numerous times, when it comes to my book buying this year, I do want to be more selective about books that I purchase physically. But every single book that I have here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, nine books to show you, which seems like a lot, but it's really not. That rhymed. But like I said, I went into the bookshop specifically looking for each one of these, and yeah, I'm gonna be saying super excited a lot in this video. But before we do any of that, I left my water bottle on my bed, so the joys of filming live, everybody. Left my water on my bed, so let's hydrate and haul some books, shall we? So got all of these myself, well, apart from one, but we'll get to that in a second. But a pre-order that came in a couple days ago, which you have no idea. Heart of the Sun Warrior by Su Lin Tan. This is the sequel to Daughter of the Moon Goddess, which I have already read, obviously, and I loved it. It was so good. And it's basic, like, if you are a fan of C-dramas, specifically C-dramas that are like fantastical, that follow like celestial beings and gods and devils and all that, then you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this duology. Everything about a fantasy C-drama that you love is in this duology. Like, like so beautifully written. And this is the exclusive edition. It has sprayed edges. It is obviously signed by the author as well, and I'm very, very happy to have this. You're probably wondering, why is it not on your TBR for this month? Well, that's a very good question. That is because I just have too much to do in January. I just have too much to do. But yeah, so this next one, you guys, I've seen this all over the place on BookTube, and everybody has nothing but good things to say about this book. They've been screaming about it from the heavens, and I finally caved and got it, and it's Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson. Again, everyone has nothing but good things to say about this book. Like, nothing but good things. Like, okay, all I know is that it is a story about Dracula's brides. And it's basically like they plot to kill him, and there's a polyamorous relationship as well in here. And that is all I know. That's all I need to know. Now, my history with Dracula isn't that great, because I have read Dracula by Bram Stoker, and reading that book was like watching beige paint dry. So hopefully this will, listen, I expect nothing but good things. I'm so excited. There's a lot of trigger warnings to go along with it, and it came with sprayed edges. I was not expecting that, because I just got this off of Amazon, and I was like, this is just a normal hardback, but no, she has sprayed edges. Like, can you believe? So I'm super excited. Like, I'm gonna be saying this a lot in this video, but this one, like, it's super short, but again, everybody has been screaming and crying about that book, so I'm, whoa. Okay, so this next one, I've seen floating around BookTube a lot, and I went into Waterstone specifically looking for this. I went in looking for this as well, but I wasn't able to find it, so I just got it off of Amazon. But Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. All I know about this is that it's a cozy fantasy story about this, is she an orc? Yes, she's an orc barbarian, and she has been spending her whole life, you know, fighting and being out on the battlefield and doing all the things that an orc barbarian tends to do. But then she's just like, do you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of all this. So she hangs up her weapons and opens up a coffee shop. And I've been told that if you are a fan of House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune, which I am, then you'll love this. And I was like, you know what? The time has come. And like, look at these end pages. That is what I believe the original self-published cover looked like before it got to this. So I'm, again, it bears repeating. I'm very excited. I'm very hopeful for this as well. I do plan on maybe doing reading vlogs on both of these, not both of them together, but like one at a time. So, don't know which one I'll start with first. Maybe Diary of Blood. Maybe. Anyway, so the next one, Demon in the Wood by Lee Bardugo and Danny Pendergast. This is obviously a graphic novel set within the Grishaverse. It's like a little snippet of the Darkling and like him as a young man. He's a teenager, and I really quite enjoyed it. I've already read it. It's the only one in this pile that I have already read, but I think it's a really, really fun story, and I like the art style. The art style is really good. I love getting to know the Darkling a little bit more. Like, he's a terrible person. We hate him as a person, but as a villain, as an antagonist, he is so well written and he's so complex and so mysterious, that like, yeah, I loved getting into this, and I just need to show you the hardcover because look at this. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, guys. So yeah, I don't need to say I'm excited about this one because I've already read it, but I really enjoyed it. So the next one that I found in Waterstones was Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation Volume 4. I had no idea this was already out in the world, but evidently it is because I'm holding it in my hand. Look at them. Are you kidding? Look at I can't. So again, this is the book that inspired my favorite TV show, The Untamed, and if I haven't persuaded any of you to watch that yet, I have not done my job. I might as well delete my channel and go live in the mountains. But anyway, so yes, this is volume 4. I haven't read volume 3 yet. Don't come for me. I hope to get to volume 3 really soon because I'm nearing the end of the book that I'm currently reading. And maybe after I'm done with that, I'll delve into volume 3. But this is volume 4. I've talked about this quite a bit. We're following our main character, Wei Wuxian. And it's the story starts off with him dead. And he gets resurrected back to life. And the person that resurrects him back to life basically says, I need you to kill my enemies for me. And at first, it starts, with him newly resurrected, and obviously whenever he was alive he was known as the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, so he was like feared among everyone. Everybody hated him. But then as the story goes on, you get a flashback of him 16 years prior to everything, and you learn about his backstory, where he came from, his home, his family, and you see more of his life and who he was as a person and all of the circumstances and decisions that led him to becoming who he was, essentially. And obviously it is also a love story between Wei Wuxian and this guy, Lao Wenji, aka Han Wenjun, aka Light of My Life. Yeah, so it is a love story at the core of it, but it's about so much more than that, and it's so good. Well, listen, watch the TV show. I watched the TV show first, and I've been reading these books, and it's like I picture the actors in my head while I'm reading it, and it just makes the reading experience so much better. So this one was actually a gift. Is the note in here? Tell me the note is in here. Where's the note? There it is. I thought I lost the note. But yes, The Strange Worlds Travel Agency by L.D. Lipinski. This is a middle grade book, and this was sent to me by the lovely Kaz over at Katsa Camera. Like, she did it to me again. Like, I had no idea that she was sending me this. I just came home from work one day, there was a package with my name on it, and I'd had a particularly shitty day that day, so I was like, well, some good is coming from the day. And I opened it, I read her note, which was very sweet, and I was like, girl, you do not need to be doing this to me. And yeah, thank you again. I know I messaged you privately and said thank you, but I'm saying it again. Thank you so much. You do not need to do that. I do not deserve you and your kindness. You're so sweet. But I didn't even really read much of this synopsis. All I read was, welcome to the Strange Worlds Travel Agency, where every suitcase transports you to a different world. All you have to do is step inside. And that is all I need to know. All I need to know. I'm like, say less, I'll step in, let's go. So I do hope to read this very, very soon. Maybe it might be a book club pick in the future, maybe. But I need to read more middle grade this year, that's definitely a goal. But anyway, 3 more books. 3 more books. So I have 9 Liars by Maureen Johnson. I wasn't looking for this specifically when I went into Waterstones the other day, but I saw it and I was like, oh, I had forgotten about this. I should probably grab it while I'm here. So I got it. And it's another book set within the Truly Devious series. Now, Truly Devious, The Vanishing Stair, and Hat in the Wall are like their own little trilogy. And then there's Box in the Woods, which follows the same characters, but it's like a different little story. Box in the Woods is like it's like the summer and they get invited to be counselors at a summer camp. But the reason they're invited is because there was a very mysterious murder that happened back in the 70s and the councils heard about what Stevie did at Ellingham. So they're all like, can you help us like with this cold case? Because it's been unsolved for like 30 years and like help. So this one, 9 Liars, this one is she's at her senior year at Ellingham Academy and her boyfriend David is abroad in England, or London specifically, studying. And then he invites Stevie and her friends over, you know, to like come and see him and whatever. And then she finds out that there was this murder that happened back in the 90s, because of course there was. In 1995, 9 friends from Cambridge University went to a country house, as they do, and played a drunky game of hide and seek. 2 were found in the woodshed the next day, murdered with an axe. The case was assumed to be a burglary gone wrong, but one of the remaining 7 saw something she can't explain. This was no break-in. Dun dun dun. So I'm super excited to get because I mentioned before, I love Maureen Johnson's Truly Devious trilogy. I really enjoyed Box in the Woods. I thought it was super fun. And I'm really excited to dive back into this. And after the debacle that was 5 Survive, I need some good murder mystery in my life. You've no idea. So yes, very excited to get into this one. Love that. And the last 2 kind of go together because they're part of the same series. And I'm super excited. Like, I've said this numerous times, but it's Sandman. So this is volume 1. This is the 30th anniversary edition, and this is volume 2, the 30th anniversary edition. And you guys, like, obviously Sandman, the Netflix TV show, came out last year, right? Last year, year before, can't remember. But yes, I'm absolutely obsessed with Sandman, the TV show. I've watched and rewatched it twice now. I think I need to rewatch it again because we're getting a season 2. And yes, like, okay, so if you are unfamiliar, basically we are following the King of Dreams, aka Morpheus. And it basically starts off with this cult of people. They are trying to summon the Angel of Death, but they summon him instead and they trap him for like 100 years in like this glass bubble. And then people that were asleep don't wake up. They're like trapped in their own dreams and they're stuck that way for like 100 years because he's trapped in there for over 100 years. And it's just, it's so, like, the TV show is so well done. And like, I'm so excited to read the source material that gifted us that TV show because like, the art style is really creepy. That is creepy AF. Look at that. Anyway, yeah, I'm super excited to delve into both of these. I definitely want to read more comics and graphic novels this year. But yeah, that is my little book haul. I am still waiting on another book coming in. I ordered myself a copy of Babel by R.F. Kuang. And don't be coming at me being like, it's pronounced Babel. I'm British. I say Babel. If you're American, you say Babel. Like, R.F. Kuang says Babel, so shut up, okay? But yes, after all the insensitive snowflakes gave off about that book, I was just like, do you know what? I'm just gonna piss you off even further and I'm gonna read it. And not that any of them will care, but hopefully it'll piss some of them off because don't you just love ruffling feathers? But anyway, I hope you all have had a wonderful week. It is I don't know what the weather is doing today. Like when I was filming this, it was snowing and now it's stopped and the sun's out. Like, send help. Belfast doesn't know what it's doing. But I hope you're all having a great week. I hope you're staying nice and warm. It's been very cold as of lately. All of my socials will be down below as always. Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. I will leave my Goodreads down there as well, and also my second channel. If you want to go and subscribe to that. Again, haven't uploaded a video to there yet, but don't worry, I have an idea of maybe what I want to do over there, so hopefully some videos over there will be coming soon. I love you all. Thank you all so much. Subscribe, leave a like, and I'll see you in my next video, which will be next week. So I'll see you then.